rest of the stage, Mr. Dan Frye. So I got nothing to say. I've never seen you do a thing. But Dan Frye, here you go.
Alright, this has nothing to do with my set, but it was based on something that you had said earlier about when you see a dog and you really just want to you want to get him. Yeah. I'm worried because when you see a dog, you rub his belly and you smack it. I'm worried that if I ever have a kid, when they're a baby, I'm gonna do that to them. I'm gonna give them some smacks. You can't be doing that with a baby. Anyway, so what I was really gonna talk about, I'm gonna just survey the audience here. Are there any ladies here that are very hairy? On your body. I mean, no, nobody, no ladies. Alright, well, I am hairy. So any ladies out there who are hairy, I understand you. We're gonna come around to that in a minute. I am a very hairy person. I don't know if you can tell from this distance. I'm so hairy, in fact, that my own father will make fun of me for it. My own dad. He'll be like, I can't talk about what he talks about, but he's just like.
I can tell this hurts.
The thing is, he's shorter than I am, so it doesn't bother me as much as it should. But from him, I learned the word hirsute. Hirsute, which is this old-timey kind of like Shakespeare word for very, very hairy. And he's not an old-timey literary Shakespeare guy. So that means that he saw me grow up. He was like, wow, this guy's kind of hairy. And he looked up this word in some dictionary. He was like, I'm going to call him this. That's what he did, my own dad. He's a good guy, though. I'm just fucking around. He's all right. No, but when you're very, very... I told myself I wasn't going to do this. I gotta look at my notes. I'm a hairy person. So being hairy, there are very few upsides to being hairy. One is that I look kind of tan from a distance. So if you squint your eyes and I'm kind of far away, I look kind of tan. Maybe. It complements my otherwise porcelain complexion. I was gonna try and be a clean comedian too. I was like fucking and shit, and it goes everywhere. Yeah, that's about the only upside. I think one of the main downsides of being hairy is that it completely shatters my worldview of myself. Now, an important thing to know is that I go through life with the subconscious expectation that everyone is going to treat me as if I was a very, very attractive woman. Does that make sense?
Take it off, it will.
No. You know how when a really attractive woman is mean to you, and your immediate reaction isn't repulsion or anger, it's sort of that's kind of neat. My subconscious brain, my conscious brain knows that this isn't true. My subconscious brain is that is how it interprets my own existence. That is how it thinks all of you are reacting to me. Which is stupid. It's very stupid. Back we go. Yeah. Now, there's a part of that isn't completely unfounded. For example, these are my mother's pants. I'm not kidding. These are my mom's pants. Yeah. She was like, I'm getting too old and too rich to enjoy these pants. So I'm going to pass them on. I have a sister, and she didn't even ask her if she wanted these pants. She was like, oh, these will fit Dan. She was like, these are Dan's pants. And another example of this womanly thing. One time, an adult human being, a stranger, cast me in a one-act as an angelic, mother goddess being. Because she thought my aura was soft and feminine. And regardless of how that might make me feel, or how that might even make you feel. Reality still gets in the way. Look at me. I'm very hairy. Everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah. Just look, it's popping out of my shirt. And that, you know what that means? That means ingrown hairs everywhere. Everywhere. I woke up this morning, I'm not fucking around, this morning with an ingrown hair like on my belly, on my tummy. A little lower than tummy, but it's like, that kind of reminds me, it's like, this is something a friend of mine asked me to mention tonight, so I'm going to mention it for him. This goes out to Melvin O'Houlihan. Hey Melvin, if you are a young if you're a young man, so this is, everyone else is sort of like, don't pay attention. Yeah, check out. If you're a young man around 10 or 12 and you're just starting to figure yourself out, your body, if you are at the mercy of your own whims, and you cannot find a proper receptacle, finish in your pants. Don't hold it in. Finish in your pants. It might make going to that Chinese restaurant a little weird with your family, but it's better than holding it in. Because if you hold it in, those little guys that gotta go somewhere. And later on in your life, you will eventually notice that there are lumps or carbuncles on the underside of the skin of your scrotum. And because those little guys, they gotta go somewhere. And for whatever godforsaken reason, that is where they go. And there'll be a time when you'll think that is cancer of the balls, because you got little carbuncles on the underside of your ball sack. Those are your little guys. So for all those little guys out there, all those little human guys out there, don't hold it in. Finish in your pants. And that one, I want to remind all of you, has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with Melvin O'Houlihan. Thank you.